Hello everyone, this is Fanny Altagracia Viera, and today I will develop a piece of my lesson listening class about family. By the end of this lesson, my students are going to identify family members and some physical descriptions using affirmative sentences, and they are going to be they will be able to talk about family members using simple words. To begin with my class, I'm going to engage my students with an activity that is called Guess the Picture. I'm going to share with you the presentation that I will use to do this. Okay, here I have um, a, a slide in a PowerPoint presentation, and there is a picture hidden in the back of these question marks. So I will stop I will continue uncovering each of the question marks, and the students have to guess what the topic is going to be. For example, they can say clothing, they can say people, or they can say colors. But as long as I uncover all of the question marks, I move all of the question marks, they will guess that the topic for this class is the family. So when I finish this, I will ask the students to get a piece of paper to write down a family member they consider as his or her favorite family member. So after I give them the piece of paper, I'm going to continue with the next activity. The next activity is about listening. I have to introduce the vocabulary in a pre-listening activity. I have to give my students all of the grammar structures they need to learn. And then I will play a PowerPoint presentation with audios. So as long as I show each slide, I will ask the students questions about, okay, who wrote mother in the slide? So that student has to like reply or tell me a new sentence describing his or her mom or her mother. Okay, I'm going to share my presentation about family. This is the pre-listening activity.
Mother. She is my mother. She has brown hair.
Okay, guys.
She is my mother. She has brown hair.
In this part, when they listen, they have to repeat the vocabulary, and then I will ask some of them who wrote in the piece of paper the word mother. So they have to describe his or her mother using the frame sentence that they have in the presentation. And then we move on to the next one.
Father. He is my father. He is very tall. He is my father. He is very tall.
Same activity here. When I ask the student to repeat the vocabulary, the sentences, I will ask them who wrote in the piece of paper the word father. And they have to self-check that the spelling of the word is correct. And then I will ask the question, Can you talk to me about your father? Can you describe your father? Can you tell me a characteristic? What color is his hair? Oh, is he tall? Is he short? And so on. I am going to make some questions to make the students to participate in this part of the class.
Brother. He is my brother. He has blue eyes. He is my brother. He has blue eyes. Sister. She is my sister. She has curly hair.
Okay,
She is my sister. She has curly hair.
when the slide finish, the audio finish, I'm going to ask again who has sister in the piece of paper, and then they will tell me a sentence describing his or her sister. And I will do this with all of the slides. Grandmother. They have to repeat the sentence because they have to internalize that when we are describing people, we have to use is or are. And also we have to use the verb has when we're talking about the third person. For example, in this case, she has gray hair. So in all of the sentences,
Grandfather. He is my
in all of the sentences, most of the sentences are in third person.
cousin. He is my cousin. He has red hair. He is my cousin. He has red hair. This is my family.
Okay. Now that I finished with this activity, I will move on to the next one. I use the slides 1 to 7 to explain the characteristics of people, for example, color of hair, color of the eyes, if the people is tall or short, and they will describe their family members. This activity will take about 12 to 15 minutes because as I explained, they have to participate by describing their own family members. The next activity for this lesson plan is the while listening. In the while listening, I have an activity that is a quiz. It's a quiz with audios. I prepare a whole presentation, but I won't use it at the same time. I will stop for a while talking about describing mother, father, sister, grandmother, sister, cousin, and then I will start with the quiz. Now I will show you my presentation, the part of the presentation with the audio quiz. I have to make sure the students are ready to listen, and I have to make them to stay concentrated on the activity so they can listen all of the audio with full attention, and they can answer each of the
My favorite family member.
correctly.
He is very tall and he has blue eyes. What family member is the teacher describing?
In here, I stop. In here,
This is my family.
in here,
This is my family.
the audio.
She is my favorite family member.
I
She
stop the
has
presentation
brown
and then
hair
I
and She
Try to
has
describe more details
brown
about
eyes.
the person
What family member
being
is the
described.
teacher describing? This is my family. She is my favorite family member. She has gray hair and she has blue eyes. What family member is the teacher describing?
In this part of the class, they have to guess. They have to answer the correct question.
This is my family. He is my favorite family member. He is very tall. He has black hair. What family member is the teacher describing?
Okay, this activity will last about 10 minutes because there are only 6 questions describing people. They have to listen carefully with full attention, all of the questions, and answer with the correct answer, and answer with each of the questions correctly. In this activity, the students may answer in group. At the same time, they can say the answer because the vocabulary used to do the audio, that I used to do the audio, is simple vocabulary, simple words, so they can identify it quickly. And to finish with my activity, my lesson plan, I'm going to evaluate the class by giving the students a worksheet that they have to answer, that it will be in paper, and I will play the audio so they can fill in the blanks of the missing words using the vocabulary that we have already learned, or they have already practiced since the beginning of the lesson. In the pre-listening, they study the vocabulary and some frame sentences using is or are to describe people, and using the verb has to describe a physical characteristic. And then they will do the same activity, but in a different source. I will share with you the worksheet. And so you will you will also listen to the audio. I will try to share both at the same time. Let me see if I can do it. Okay, I have it here, but I need it. Okay. Now I'm ready to share both activities at the same time, the worksheet and the audio. Okay. Here I share with you. I use Vocaro to record my audios. This is a great tool to use, and this is my worksheet. I did it for this class. I will play. I will play the audio. Describing my family. Instruction. Look at the picture with full attention. Then get ready to listen an audio about some of the family members' descriptions. Fill in the blanks with the missing words. Use the words from the word bank. I am Sally. And this is my family. They love each other. My family is very big. My Uncle Sarah is so beautiful. She has red hair and white skin. We like to play together. My Uncle Jose has brown hair and he does not wear glasses. My father is very tall. He wears glasses. My mother is such a great person. She has black and short hair, and she is also tall. My grandparents are so lovely. They both have gray hair. They love me a lot, and so do I. This is my beautiful family, and we love each other. Okay, and this is the way I'm going to finish my listening class. At the end of the class, I have an activity so they can read a piece of the worksheet to share with their classmate what they have done. And this is my macro teaching about listening. My topic was family members. Thank you.